What up, though? This your boy Tornado the Realer, man. I'm back with another Tornado Straight Reality Convo and Reactions. Where over here we give it to you straight, no chaser. I'm the host, CEO, and founder. Today, I got my bros in here, man, from the tribe, man, and we just gonna chop it up, man. We got something we want to talk about. So, as y'all see on the bottom of the prompt, why are the YNs so out of control? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. There's been a lot going on in the news. Everybody already know about the viral video of all them kids jumping on that mother and her daughter. I just seen a story where a teacher was rewarded $9 million from when a 12-year-old just shot her, or I'm sorry, a 6-year-old. A 6-year-old shot a teacher and she just was rewarded 12, no, $9 million.
9 million.
But we see every day on the internet, on the news, these young cats, man, they losing it. They ain't got no guidance, no direction, no fucking morals, no nothing. They just out here crashing out left and right. So my question is, like, why? Why are they so out of control? Is it the rap music? Is it, no fucking home training? Like, I'm really trying to figure this out, man. Maybe my panel could help me figure this out. And we just gonna chop it up about it, man. So first I'm gonna go to Jack. And I just want to get your opinion, man. Like, what seems to be the motivation behind these young dudes just going ham. You know what I'm saying? What you think
They
about
ain't got
that, bro?
nothing to fear. What's there to fear? You can't kick your kid's ass anymore, right? You can't slap them around. The teachers can't touch them. They don't like to even call parents anymore when they act up in school. If they go to school, right?
Hmm.
So what's for them to fear?
We had a lot to
And then
fear.
you
I ain't
add,
look.
you're right, and then you add in the atmosphere with as far as rap music, the friends they hang around, and it does still stem from where you grow up. But if there's no fear of your behavior, then yeah, that's a different kind of, like, what I would like to say. That's a different a false freedom, a freedom that can get you pretty messed up in the fucking world. But there's nothing to fear anymore. Nobody fears their dad. They damn sure don't fear their mom. They don't fear the police. You, like, if you'd have told us when we was kids, like, oh man, you could end up in you could end up in juvie. Like, for me, that kind of shook me up. Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to be sitting behind bars. These kids are, as a matter of fact, they encourage it. It's a badge of honor now.
You're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right. And my thing is, it's getting worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all out
Yeah.
here attacking parents and fucking 5 and 6-year-old kids, man. Like, they mauled that lady and her son to death, man. Like, that didn't make no sense, man. Put that lady in the hospital and everything, you know. Um, on another note, though, I am seeing a video where, all the stuff that they said they supposed to do for that lady, moved her out of Chicago, got a car, all that. She could be lying to detour people, because I wouldn't want nobody to know that all has been done so they can mess around, find out where I stay, whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that lady did an interview, I think it was from the hospital, saying, man, ain't nobody did nothing for her. She like, don't believe that shit. Ain't nobody gave her no car. Ain't nobody moved her in no house. They ain't gave her no GoFundMe with so many $1,000 in it and all that. That she like, that shit is a lie. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, even where I live at here in Detroit, my neighbors is some YNs. Man, they stay in the shit. Every other day they beefing with somebody, getting ran off the block, beefing with the neighbor, some old, they just wilding, bro. And it's getting worser and worser. And like I say, once again, I really be trying to figure out, like, what is the motivation behind this shit? Is it street cred? Is it stripes? Is it they trying to prove a fucking point to themselves? Is they just fucking lost with no direction? Like, is it no father in the home? Is the mother ain't shit? Like, I got so many questions. You see what I'm saying? And it just be weird to me because it's fucked up that, honestly, I feel like drill music play a factor. That's why I don't really
Look,
listen to that
in
shit no
some
more.
cases, you could say it's all of the above.
All of the above, you see what I'm saying? It's like, damn, dude, all these little young niggas just want to be rappers or some shit. You see what I'm saying? But let me ask the spiritual advisor himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Prince Marcus, man.
Yeah.
What you think, bro? Give us your opinion on this. Cause I know you would be able to help us and the people in the chat understand this a lot more better than what we may see fit.
Well, I appreciate that, brother. I just say sometimes when you in spirit, it's easier to simplify the equation. It's a complex situation with why are young men not acting like young men that want to have potential in life. They ending each other's life. They catching Ricos. They have no value of life, right? Everybody can see that. Well, Jax brought up a great point. He said, hey man, they don't fear nothing. So let's just look at that. And that's going to help to prove my point and my answer of why I feel like they are the way they are. There's no correction. And correction starts with parenting. Correction comes from a spirit of love. All right. So our love to be somebody in life, our love for money, our love for showing up at work, our love for other things, cars, jewelry, possessions, fame, attention. We have a lot of love for other things other than parenting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the proof of that is correction is a part of parenting. It's one of the hardest things to do in parenting. A lot of times when you discipline children, you feel horrible your damn self. It's just something that comes with it, but you know you did the right thing because you have to show them limits and boundaries. Now I'm gonna prove that what Jack is saying is true, and I'm also prove that what I'm saying is true. He said fear is not there. Let's take a one quick example real quick. You got a baby that's crawling around. There's an open flame because somebody got one of them, you know, them small burners that you could just sit on the floor and turn the flame on. The baby don't understand danger, being burnt. A baby don't understand none of that. Them bright colors, that it's going to attract it to where it will walk right up to it, and the fire itself would have to teach it a lesson that I'm not to be touched, I'm not to be played with, I'm not. Just think about an open flame and how it would look to a child who don't understand that fire burns, don't understand. They will walk right up to it and try to play with it. But it's the parent that says, hey, don't go near that. A parent will correct and redirect them because the love in them makes them say, hey, I'm not going to let you interact with danger. I'm not going to let you be involved with danger. I'm about to correct you. So the fear comes from the authority force. You now fear fire through the parent that corrected you so hard through A, smacked you on your hand, smacked you on your butt, like it shocked you. It put some pain to you. You like, oh, I remember that. Hey man, I remember my grandma, you know, beat the shit out of me because she figured out I was playing with matches in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like, oh, you ain't gonna be no pyro, you ain't gonna set this house on fire. You ain't, and that's when I understood, hey man, fire is serious. Yes, fire can destroy. Fire can destroy a whole house. It can do this, it can do that. Yeah, you use it to heat your food. We at that time of year we use it to heat our houses, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
fire is something that we use responsibly. But again, just alluding to the fact of why is there no fear? Because there was no correction. That you get it? Like there's no
Mm-hmm.
fear. The fear comes from the correction of a parent. If a parent's not correcting you, you don't have any boundaries. You don't know any fear. They letting you be
Right.
corrected by life. They letting the baby walk up and get the third degree burn. So that's how these YNs act. They have to get shot. I wasn't just saying that before we cut this on. You said, what do they need? Hey man, you don't want to ask me that. They need
Mm-hmm.
correction. And the type they might need, you might think it's inhumane or you might think it's extreme punishment. But most human beings learn through some form of pain. Not everybody has to go through physical pain. Some people learn through emotional suffering, being embarrassed, things of that nature, and you learn. You change your ways, you change your behavior. But some people, hey, they need their arm broke. They need to be sick as hell and in the hospital, realizing that they ain't doing shit with their life and they eating the wrong things and all that. No, they need that. That's the correction. It's gonna come through pain. And so, unfortunately, these YNs is creating victims because they need to learn some things. Because guess what? As soon as they create a victim, what happens? These niggas get 25 to life, Rico, this, that. They get killed. They get. You see what I mean? Your
Yeah.
correction is still gonna come. It's like you need to be corrected in the house. Not you the world's problem. Not you the community's problem. Not you society's problem. Because you started as a problem in somebody's house. Everybody know that. We just got to stop running from that. Society is made up of what parents are allowing them to be and what really live in the parents. You can't really run from that. The kids are an image of you. Like, so we don't do the hard work to try to, I don't know, balance that image and make sure that the image has understanding. That's on us when they go out here like a wild weed, choking everything out. You know, it's on us. It's
You
sad.
right. You
Because
right.
what are we supposed to do? You got young brothers committing crimes, and then you got cops shooting them because they so reckless they will shoot the cop. So the cop is like, I'm gonna shoot first and ask questions later, and then here comes the oh my baby, he didn't do anything wrong. The people he was hanging around, like, come on, man, like, what are we supposed to do with this? And we looking
True.
for leadership outwardly outside of the house when we know the leadership starts inside of everybody's house. Everybody's still looking for a damn Messiah. Everybody's
Yeah.
still looking for a damn MLK or something. Looking for somebody to float down out the clouds or to bust out through the doors with a nice suit on, talking like Obama or some shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know what people are looking for. You understand? Like, I don't know. Like, but it's within you. If the world is evil, it's because your ass evil. If the world can be righteous, it's because you pushing it forward to be that. That's what the fuck going on. Like, until we can look in the mirror and admit that, man, come on, bro. What are we really talking about?
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people ain't willing to face themselves. Like you say, man, a lot of people need to really step back and point the finger at themselves. Like, your kid only act like this because of how you fucking raised them. It's either something you did or didn't do is what led you to the results of what you're getting now. But they just gonna point the blame at the. I don't know what the fuck wrong with this little nigga. The little nigga, no, motherfucker. That is a split image of you. I went through that with my daughter. They kept telling me, you getting mad at her because nigga she act just like you. Until I was willing to face myself as who I was as a kid, as a child, as coming up, feeling the things I felt, the emotions that I was dealing with. Until I was able to do that, I wasn't able to recognize why she was doing what she was doing and the lashing out and the seeking attention and the lying and the this and the that and it all is based on what you instill in that child. Yes, there are going to be options to do whatever the fuck they want to do when they get out here and have to deal with the peer pressures of friends, peers, whatever you want to call it. But if you set the foundation and the base point of what it is to be either a young man or a young lady growing up in this world, hopefully they will stay on the right track. But you just don't get that because now you got parents so fucking beefed out with each other, can't stand each other. The fucking kids suffer. The child ain't got no guidance. He ain't got nobody to talk to. um no type of counseling, nobody to vent to, whatever. Just get some type of understanding from nobody to teach them, excuse me, nobody to teach them how it's gonna be. And you know when you got to maneuver through different ways of life and stuff like that, and how to bounce back and how to hold your head up, chest out. You gonna make mistakes, you're not perfect, don't beat yourself up about it. Like, they don't get those lessons. All they get is survival tactics. That's all they get. Because let's be real, ain't nobody doing shit for them. The parents be doing some other shit. They barely fucking eat, man. You know how many young niggas ask me for money outside the gas station? I'm talking about 17 to 25. 17 to 25 age range is out here begging, bro. And you damn near be hesitant to give it to them because you never know if they're gonna try to rob you or not, or something, like knock you in the head or something, because it's just that dangerous out here. But you can go ahead, bro. I just wanted to say that, man. You can go ahead and elaborate on what you were saying. Yeah, they
I mean,
the
you
parents
hit
is
it
the
on
O
the head,
ends.
brother.
Yep, they parents is the O ends, the old niggas. Old niggas. Wow. Absolutely right, bro. Ain't
It's
teaching them nothing.
you. The thing is this: wherever you put your focus and attention, and whatever your problem solving mechanisms are, that's two of the main things what kids pick up off of their parents, right? So if your focus is on being somebody, keeping up with the Joneses, having this, having that, having the kids take on a bit of that, and that's where their mind is going to be at. Because again, they're going to be a knockoff of you in a certain way, shape, or form. They're going to take it and spin it in their own direction. Same as said for how you problem solve. If you problem solve things by acknowledging the truth of where you could have did things differently, your kids will follow behind and they'll do the same. But if you find everybody else fault in something and you play this victim type role, then kids will get out here and that's what they develop and they do the same. So again, it still starts with you as an example as a parent, man, how your kids are gonna really act and behave, man. And it's just like it's a lot of things. Everybody think it's about teaching. You do more teaching through how you live than you do through anything you tell your kids. I've been a kid. I learned more through watching what my grandma, my mother. I learned more watching. I'm just straight up than more or less than what somebody specifically said. Or now that I think back, because most of my family gone, passed away. It's like think back to some memories. It's all about how they carried themselves, how they did things. Think it ain't about a specific thing that they said. You feel me? So I think that's what we looking at. If the parents carry themselves and they don't really care because they're that depressed, we all scarred material out here. We all scarred, man. We all done kind of been through something. We dented luggage. We all got a certain amount of mileage on us. You understand what I'm saying? And so if we get super depressed in life, what do you think we're putting in the kids? It doesn't translate in depression in somebody who's youthful and got life in them. It translates into depressive, I don't have no purpose, I don't give a shit. That's what it translates into. So it's a form of depression. It's a form of sadness. It's a form of hurt. It's a form of getting attention and lashing out. Like you said, street cred, wanting to be somebody for the wrong reasons in the wrong way. Same way a brother might want to get into music or be a ball player or whatever, because he may look at somebody and be like, man, I want to be that. I want to be respected. I want to have a nice life. I want to have a nice choice of wife and she beautiful, look like she from the islands. Whatever it is, you looking at them and perceiving like, damn, that's nice. Again, our biggest role model and hero should be our parents. And that should tell you something right there. All of us gonna look outward. We're gonna look to Hollywood, we're gonna look on TV, we're gonna look here, we're gonna look there. But your biggest hero should always be your parents. And it's always been that way, and it should be that way. But is it that way? No. So when he say, hey, I think drill music played a role. Yeah, I think Hollywood did too. I think a lot of people played a role in why people is acting out the way that they are.
I was gonna say, honestly, I did learn by watching too, but also learned by getting my ass whooped. You see what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask you first, yeah, V, absolutely right. Some of these kids is being raised by parents that's selfish and don't care about their offspring. You're absolutely right. They so caught up in their own world, you know what I'm saying, doing what they do, trying to be an old young nigga, still trying to go to the club, still partying all the motherfucking time, crashing out, drinking, doing it, whatever the whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they feel like fear. Fuck them kids. Like that's how they feel. But bro, let me ask you this, just on some real shit, because we did music. You know what I'm saying? We was young before, you know, and we did a certain type of music. Let's be real. You see what I'm saying? Um, how much do you think like this drill music plays a factor in these little niggas just running amok? Like, are they trying to be like the artist? Are they trying to live a facade, or is that shit just motivate? It's like motivational shit to them or something. Like, I don't know, man. Cause
Yeah,
I listen to music coming up. You listen to music coming up. We
yeah,
didn't try to go do what the fuck them niggas was doing or what they was
right,
rapping about. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, it was just the vibe, the beat, maybe what they was saying, because some niggas was spitting some cold shit. It was the way they put their words together. We looked at it for a different substance than what these little niggas is looking at it for. They hear drill, spin on your op, do that. They really want to drill and spin on they op. Like, god damn. And if you from Detroit, I'm gonna be real with you. You shouldn't even be using them motherfucking terms. That's some Chicago shit. We don't use op, drill, spin the block. That's not our fucking terminology. Just being honest.
Goofy.
But yeah, goofy. All we don't. That's not our shit. That's Chicago. Y'all imitating some other niggas from another city, and you ought to feel like some fucking dummies. Just being honest with you. You need to get a mind of your fucking own. But Bro, how much do you feel this drill music plays a factor, man, in these young niggas crashing out?
I think
Well,
it played a nice factor. Jax, I'm gonna let you go. Jax, you want to tackle that one first?
but I think it has a big influence. I mean, I know music when I was growing up. Yeah, I went through my angry phase, and metal music had a big influence on me. It changed my perspective. What I thought some of the lyrics was actually reaching out to me, right? So yeah, you're gonna act out. It has a big influence, and artists and some of these artists don't even live that life, right? But still, um, it's like the Pied Piper, what I call the Pied Piper syndrome. I mean, music is influential, and how you use it plays a big part in your life. Think
Mm-hmm.
about your moods. What do you listen to when you're angry? What do you listen to when you're upbeat? What do you listen to when you just want to fall asleep? That's my take on it.
They definitely trying to emulate what they see. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up that they trying to emulate what they see because they have no real role models. So if he's in the street, if they're a young nigga and they in the street and all they listening to is street music, they're gonna emulate the street. That's basically all they know. They call that adapting to your environment. But you can that's how you also become a fucking product of your environment. When I feel like you should be trying to do whatever you need to do to make it out your fucking environment, especially if it's basically holding you back because you can always do better. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas move out the city. Okay, that's what's up. Next is to move out the country. You can always do better. Always look to better yourself, man. No matter who you are, always look to better yourself. Whether you're a young nigga, you an old nigga, whatever the case may be, man. Always look to better yourself. Get you some understanding in life. Try to get close to the Father and figure this shit out, man. It's an everyday process. It's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be bumps in the road.
Well, think
Bro,
about
go
like the
ahead.
progression of like rock music, hip hop. Like back in the day, what were the big things? It was like um, Public Enemy, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Groups like that. And then we switched on. Music took a turn, and now we had NWA, Easy, um, gangster rap, and it just kept going from there. And that's in all genres of music, right? Things have changed.
I think
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that changed, people gotta understand we went into a different time in life and it means something. And so all things that were kind of hidden were kind of unshackled and kind of let loose. And what you're gonna deal with is a sharp shift in the spirit of resolution where it's on another level with the hate. Hate leads to killing, right? So the resolution to everything now is to just kill it. All right. Like you see a roach, go kill it. Fly, kill it. Spider, kill it. You understand? Like you have to get what I'm saying. Like there's a spirit on people that resolution means to kill. Back in the day, you go back to like 60s and maybe 70s, you treated your enemy a little bit differently to humble him. You didn't try to humble him by killing him and I guess humbling his family. See, most times they would leave you alive and go kill your family to humble you. But now it's just a different code and a different thing in the streets because, again, back in the day, a dude would show you who won due to buy you a car or some shit. Nigga do something for it. This is like your enemy. Your enemy would do things to totally mess over your mind and just humble you. Like now it's about just killing you. So nothing's creative anymore about being competitive amongst men or challenging because you don't even fist fight anymore. You get what I'm saying? Everything is about the
Mm-hmm.
kill. Like if I kill him, then it means something like a trophy. So I see it more or less like animals and like hunting now, more than it was like sport, like boxing. So it's just To me, think about that in spirit. Well, damn, something just came through and just kicked it up to the whole nother level. What was that? You went from wrestling to punching and fighting to just take 3 steps, turn around, Wild Wild West, wham. That's this what we doing.
Mhm.
So if you could see that in spirit, it's like I don't know what to say. I don't know what you do with it except for telling somebody, hey man, it's a million ways to resolve something.
Right.
If that's how you want to think it needs to be, because it's the same thing we go through a war. Why would a country go to war with another country? Man, you about to kill a lot of people. Y'all shooting these rockets, man. Y'all out here like, damn, bro, it's no other way. You know what I mean? It's probably about some money.
Mhm.
It's probably about some territory, some land. We know a female somehow involved in it. Man, we can't figure this thing out, man. And you understand?
Yeah.
So what? But somehow we think killing is the solution. And this is not just men. Let this conversation extend over to women. Yeah, we talking about the YNs because they always pictured on the news because they're jumping up and they doing stupid shit like robbing jewelry stores, getting laid down, laying other people down. They doing so many brazen, bold crimes that again, the viral nature of the crime, not them, the crime you're choosing to commit and the way you're going to commit it, that's the viral nature of it. That's why people stop and think, damn, is these boys doing this shit to go viral? No, they so gone in their minds, they don't realize how heinous their crimes are. So their crimes are about to go viral. They don't give a shit to a whole new level. You got dudes here in Arizona trying to rob the pawn shop. Bro, bro,
Yeah, they stay in attack
you trying
mode.
to
They stay
rob
in
the nigga
attack
that's
mode.
selling guns with a gun on his hip, bro. You can't tell me they not gone.
They gone and they stay in attack mode. That's why I tell my daughter, man, my daughter is not the smallest for her age. You know what I'm saying? She's bigger, way bigger than the average little girl for her age. And, I just try to tell her all the time, for one, we don't do no bullying. Just because you bigger and you probably could, whoop on a lot of these girls or whatever that like it's always somebody bigger and better. One day you might meet your maker, but I also try to keep the balance and let her know it's never offensive to defend yourself. You don't have to be in attack mode, but it's never offensive to defend yourself. Always be willing to defend yourself, but don't be out here just crashing the fuck out just because you could beat motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? I try to create that balance because, man, I know what we did as kids. Well, I know what I did as a fucking kid. I gang banged. I was a fucking thug. I was a liar, a manipulator, running around wilding, carrying, guns and shit like that. Like, and I try to instill in her, I'm not raising no thugs. Same things I did with my son, with my sons. I'm not raising no thugs. I always instilled that in them. Now, I can't account, even though we good, you know what I'm saying, but I can't account for when they not in my presence. I can only hope the foundation that I installed in them, they take that blueprint, run with it, remember it. Hopefully that shit is like muscle memory when they face with certain situations in life. Like, hold up, I ain't even finna fall for the trick. My pops already told me it was gonna be shit like this. Let me get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting pride, ego, anger, or whatever the fuck else get in the way, like you say, fucking a female or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw your life away over no bullshit. And I try to install that in my kids, you know what I'm saying? But from what I'm seeing, a lot of parents don't. And I can't even say I get it. It used to be, well, I understand, man. Motherfuckers be working 15, 16 hours, man. No, fuck that. These your kids. You got to create some type of balance in your fucking life. You can't just be out here just willy nilly. Fuck it, I'm gonna fuck with hoes half the day, and then I'm gonna go to work the other half the day, and then in my spare time, nigga, I'm just gonna drink, have a brew, smoke some bud. You ain't spend no time with your kids, ain't giving them nothing to look up to. You just fucking out here, just wasted, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit foul to me, man. That shit foul. And whether if your ass had home training or not, when you get older, you supposed to get fucking wiser and smarter. A lot of y'all is not getting wiser and smarter, man. When I got older, I started fucking realizing a lot of shit that I did was dumb. Once I figured out the way the world worked, even though I'm still learning every day. It just make you look at shit different. And it make you want better for your fucking kids than what you had. And that don't mean being they fucking best friends. That's where a lot of us punk ass parents went wrong at. Want to be your kids' friends and shit. And now that shit done backfire. You ain't got no control. No control. I'm not even finna get into, oh, the mother keeping the father away from the kid and all that, man. Both parties need to do what the fuck they got to do to raise these kids. I'm not blaming one no more than the other. Because we all failed at some point. But are you trying to get that shit on track? Because I also feel like for some, I'm not gonna lie, because for a lot of them, they just are gone. They are straight demons. That you can't do nothing with them. And I'm just gonna be honest. If you a lot of them, they parents is already done passed on, so they just carrying on the tradition. You can't do nothing with them. You know what I'm saying? But if you can mentor a kid and hopefully help get them back on track, I feel like why not? Because a lot of us didn't have that. Some of them can be saved. Some of them can actually be saved, man. They want to do right, but they ain't got nobody to talk to. They ain't got nobody to console in. Don't nobody give a fuck about them really. They like the fucking trash on the bottom of your shoe. And without you knowing it, that's how you treat them. Every time you walk past one of them, at least don't say what up, whatever the case may be. Because we all see some young niggas out here crashing out that we know, going through some shit. And the only thing we sit back and do is be like, man, them young niggas crazy. Shit, ain't got shit to do with me. And we keep on going about our motherfucking life. And it's a lot of us that do it. It's a lot of us that do it. Now, are we here to save every fucking body? No, I'm not saying that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But it's things we could do as a community, man, to try to get these young cats back on track, man. And you never know, you might be surprised at the turnaround. You just might be surprised, man. What y'all think?
Well, it's I think sometimes like the communities don't care anymore. And here's the thing: remember that young girl was minding her business on a train. She moved over here, I think, from the Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And this YN walked up, stabbed her 3 times in the chest, and walked off, and nobody did shit.
Poked her up, yep.
That poor girl died by basically lonesome. And so I kind of, even now, I kind of lost faith in community and stuff like that. Because and then if the community loses faith, that's another fear that these kids don't have. Because they said, nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
And in a lot of
Prince.
sense, they're right. Is people are I get minding your business, but sometimes we mind our businesses a little too much.
Mm-hmm. Prince
It's not even
Marcus.
minding your business, it's turning a blind eye.
Prince Marcus, I need you to speak on this last comment right here, bro. I really like this comment. Like she say, yes, growing up should mean maturity and wisdom, but a lot of adults still don't know their way in this world. And you know what? I think she right, bro, because let's be real. We know a few. We know some overgrown ass men that still don't know their way in this world. And a few women too. Can you
Yeah.
elaborate on that for us?
Well, I mean, I was hitting on that earlier when you said I was cooking. I just was telling you that can't nothing grow if it don't have stability and it's not rooted. And to have stability is like the foundation around you, and to be rooted is to be able to sit still for a minute, and you're gonna grow, you're gonna understand, you're gonna experience, you're gonna see some things because you stand still in one spot and you observing and paying attention to all the things around you and you having experiences. So all of it equates into like a growth period. Problem is a lot of us have been uprooted in so many different situations, in schools, in homes, parents married, then divorced, um, split between grandma, mother, father. Just so you have to look at yourself as something that's why I call us damaged goods, scarred, because when you go through single parent households, when you go through households with divorce, whether it was domestic or not, verbal, physical or not, doesn't matter. When you don't have no agreement, the kids suffer because you're not the primary um, focus. You got two adults that's really trying to prove something to society and themselves in the moments. That's just really what you got going on. because both of them have created something, but they're not agreeing on whether how to take care of it or how to move forward together as a whole, whatever the case may be. Now each one got to figure out what it's going to do aside from that, right? So the focus becomes on that, and the child gets left behind. So, at the end of the day, many men then don't learn that you're not learning in life, you're just having experiences. So men get older and older and older, but they don't show any maturity, because you can just keep growing in life and not really grow. You can just kind of hang around. You may perceive because you're getting older that you're growing, but if you're not learning anything, you're not growing. You're growing old, but you're not growing in what we would call maturity. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of
Mm,
people, have
A
a lot of
stag.
age on them, but they don't show any maturity, right?
You're
I
saying they're
get it.
stagnant.
I get it. Yeah, they definitely snagged it. Hey man, let me say this real quick. Here at Tornado Straight Reality Convo and Reactions, man. We just want to let y'all know, man. We appreciate everybody that's rocking with us. I see y'all in the chat. Gratefully appreciate it. Like for real, for real. We thank y'all for all the comments, all the support. Glad y'all rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I know some of y'all personally, so definitely good looking. Love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all go ahead, fellas.
That's what's up. But yeah, man, it's just we got to understand how damaging it is as leaders, whether you parent or you have business, whatever. You have to understand the effect you have on others. We just got to be mindful of that. Too much fighting us make everything about us. We a victim. We processing our hurt, our pain. We want to lash back. We want to prove something. We just be in our own heads. Is really, And then, like I said, the internet era don't help anything, because you have a selfie influence. Everything becomes about you. Selfie.
Yeah.
That's selfish. Like it all, see, it all kind of goes together. It makes you inherently selfish. Everything has to be about you. My page is going to be all about me. Why is it going to be about somebody else? As soon as
And
you go to the thumbnail of my
that's
page, it's going to be a picture of what? A picture of me.
and
You
they
understand?
don't
Because it's
know
all
that's
about me.
they don't know that's the equivalent of the victim mentality. It's always me, 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 me.
There
Me,
you
me,
go.
me, me.
So if you can't
Set
be
up to tell
cognizant
you.
of it and separate it, you're gonna be kind of screwed up in your head, because everything is gonna be about you, and you won't be able to see a bigger picture. You won't be able to see somebody might be worse off than you. You might not see. You're not gonna be able to, So you're gonna process more pain than probably was necessary, and really not learn nothing from it. Be bitter and angry and whatever. Bottle it up, sweep it under the rug, and then you end up being a ticking time bomb. See, because it's only two paths you got: suicidal or homicidal. It's only two paths you got: be you hot or cold. So you either gonna get super depressed because you don't know how to acknowledge and address these issues within yourself. So, season after season, as this thing keeps repeating, because you're not learning anything, you just getting smacked upside the head by life with its lessons, you become saddened, you become discouraged. Why am I here? I don't even see why FML, all this other stuff starts to come out where you don't even want to be on the planet no more. Well, that's the suicidal track. And then other than that, you're going to process it like a victim and be like, man, it's some BS. Like everybody wrong, everybody imperfect, like you are. So it becomes about everybody, and you become a bit bitter. You become angry. You don't trust people. You become your own version of a ticking time bomb. You feel me? So, and then that's when, homicide, violence, some form of violent act is probably going to come out of you, because you don't have any way to acknowledge it, to express it, to deal with it. You just don't have a way. So most of us haven't learned the way or found our way. We just mimic behavior. If the parents was fighting and got divorced and separated, and I come out of that, what's my first instinct as soon as me and my wife have some issues or something? To fight. And that's your first instinct, because that's what you know. That's what your parents did. They didn't work it out. They didn't. No, they fought and then they split up. So you got to understand. So when you first see that, what is going to be your first instinct? Fight, split up. Why? It's what my parents did. It's what I know. It's the muscle memory. It's the way you're supposed to do something. Like, how else do you think we learn? School is not your first teacher. School don't teach you how to walk. School ain't your first teacher. Whoever that guardian, that parent, that grandma, that auntie, whoever's spending all that time with you, whoever's treating
Mm-hmm.
you like a job, a 9 to 5, whoever treating you like a video game. Every 3 hours, I'm getting me some of this, just like I'm running the 2K or Madden or something. No, I'm messing with him. And that's a shame because as human beings, it's dogs out here that get more attention than some kids in these households. How you think dogs
True.
get trained? They get focused, concentrated attention for hours and months at a time. That means somebody is
Mm-hmm.
disciplined, dedicating the time, spending 2, 3 hours going through a whole bunch of things with them. You see what I mean? That's love.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, because I feel like we all have been through it. When you felt like you wasn't getting, as they would say, the love, the attention, not that you deserve, not not that you felt like you deserved it, but how did it make you react when you felt like you wasn't getting the attention and the love that you wanted? Like, was that motivation for you to just be like, fuck it, I'm just about to just niggas, whatever?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you
Like,
almost
what
said
was
it right
running
at
through your
first.
head when you was out here like wilding the fuck out?
You almost said it right at first. No, I felt like I honestly thought your mother and your father supposed to love you. That's how I looked at it. Fuck what
Mm-hmm.
anybody thought or said, churched. I'm like, they supposed to. Why would I even be here? Like, they supposed to. But I learned in life that's not the case. Because you thinking that way, because you thinking they had you on a certain mindset, intention, and merit, and that's not the case. You figured out you wasn't even supposed to be here. They wasn't trying to have you. They what so then everything started to make sense. Like, oh shit, now that makes sense. But in my mind, man, you supposed to. But and that's what makes it easy for you to be like, well shit, man, why would I care? What I come out of don't even really care. So what I'ma care
Right,
for? Why?
right.
Where am I learning from? What why would I? Why do I have to? I don't even know what I'm here for. Cause that don't even really care for me. I'm just going through the motions. And that's scary because that's what you're seeing
That's
in
a
these
fucked up way
YNs.
to
That's what
feel,
we
man.
dealing with.
Yeah, and that's a fucked up way to feel, bro. That's
I'm
a
just
fucked
telling
up
you.
way to feel, man.
I praise the
So I'm gonna
Father
say that.
every day from being able to graduate from that, man, and to have a different mindset and to be able to graduate and not do something detrimental to my life, where I couldn't have an opportunity to have a life. You understand?
So
So
with that being said, I just want to say, man, to all parents, at least try. I don't know if your kid is too far gone already, whether if it's a boy or a girl, it don't matter. Y'all gotta at least try to get more involved in y'all kids' lives, man. Straight up. At least fucking try, man. Get him a chance that we didn't fucking have. But yet, we made it. We grown now. We work. We get out. We handle business every day. We pay our bills. We made it, goddamn it. We alive. Shit. Get him a fucking chance, man. Like for real. Help greater they chance of being something in this motherfucking world. Instead of standing back and really you helping lessening it by not doing shit. Some of y'all crash out with y'all kids. Y'all kid get into some beef, come tell y'all nigga, y'all John niggas, whatever, nigga, y'all gonna go fight with them. Come on, man. Get more involved in y'all kids' life in a fucking good way, man. And not this bullshit. Stop trying to be y'all fucking kids' friend all the fucking time, man. They got too many of them all fucking ready. That's why they in the shit they in. Parent your fucking kids, man. Once again, get them something we didn't have. Some of us did have it. But if you ain't been doing it, man, get more involved. And it'll make you feel good about yourself. Like, yeah, I did that. Because when the world view them as something positive, that reflects you. Why you think parents be at these fucking graduations jumping up and down screaming when they kids walk across the fucking stage? Because it's either something they didn't do or it's something they did do and they proud. Come on, man. We gotta step the fuck up. Just being real. Excuse me for getting so fucking emotional, but we gotta step the fuck up, man.
You gotta care about the right
Straight up.
things again, bro. That's all it is. We care about too much outside of the house than what's within. We got to root for each other's success more than we are paying attention to a team's success. You
Mm-hmm.
got to understand our minds tell on us. If you listen to what people talk about, you listen at what people do, you follow the money. Just look at us. We all sick because we divert so much energy that we probably should push inward on ourselves and be better and push towards our families and be better. But we just entertain ourselves and push it outward because it's still time, energy, and focus. It's just what we do. And that becomes the hardest thing in life, man, to start disciplining yourself from a lot of different things and channeling that energy somewhere more productive, more righteous. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in your own endeavors in your own business rather than letting everybody else do it for you. And that's just been an easy way to go with things in life. And now you need to do it for yourself, whatever it is, or I need to dedicate more time towards, keeping a cleaner house, this and that. We all just got to discipline ourselves. And I think we said it before, stop waiting on a New Year's resolution shit. You can create that shit the
Right.
minute you wake up, be convicted in whatever it is you think, and your life can change off that alone. If you bold enough to have the thought, be bold enough to do it. Just don't be lazy in life. If you sit there and you got enough energy to say, I'm hungry, that means you got enough energy to find some food. You know what I mean? Because if you got
Mm-hmm.
enough energy to eat the food, you got enough energy to prepare the food. If you had enough energy to prepare and eat the food, you got enough energy to clean up behind yourself afterwards. See, it's all a mind thing. You're going to say, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like this. I bet you eat though.
Right.
But ain't nobody going to admit to greed, gluttony. Ain't nobody going to admit to none of that on them. Laziness. No, ain't nobody going to admit to that. But I'm gonna show it to you in real life that once you deny something really simple that you got the energy to do, you depressed. And when you depressed, that spirit of lazy will be on you. That spirit of irritation and annoyance will be on you. It's a lot of things that'll be on you when you depressed. And guess what? America's going through something called a depression. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. See, people think that the father choose words for like no reason. Why would they call it depression? Yeah, some people call it a recession, but why is it called a depression? Because you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be depressed. The money
right.
ain't gonna be there, and you
Right.
live for money, and your ass gonna be depressed. So it's
You're gonna
called a
be
depression.
depressed.
The fuck?
Yeah, you right. So in
Simple.
six, so in 60 brief seconds, bro, what's your final thoughts on this? Final thoughts. And then I'm gonna get to you next, Jack.
Man, see the beauty in everything. Raise your understanding to see the beauty in everything. Even things you don't care for have purpose. So see the beauty in that, and therefore life won't be as miserable as it may be as it may seem to you at times. Because people, to me, seem to be full of complaint. It's just so many things to complain about. What's not going right? What's going wrong? Where wasn't something where it's supposed to be? And just it's always something, right? So sometimes we just got to see the beauty and opportunity, the beauty in life, the beauty in what you do have. So that's just all I share. You know what I mean? Just see the beauty in life by raising your understanding to know everything got a purpose.
Jack, what about you, brother? 60 seconds, final thought.
Oh yeah, I'll piggyback off our brother here. Just you're right. We all look for the bad things in life, but um, I say another thing is surround yourself with positive people, and we always look um, at our family and friends, and sometimes that's a bad thing. You're going to find gems in life through strangers. And we touched on this months ago. I mean, sometimes you'll find more genuine people on like TikTok, for instance, than you meet in real life, man. You'll meet more people that are going through the same things you are. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and, Ever since I met Ella, I have been more positive and looking at even at myself better. So, um, that's my take on it, man. We got to start building positive communities, um, and surrounding ourselves, because sometimes, man, look, family ain't always, as they say, family ain't always blood.
True. True. I get it, man. Well, look, I'm just gonna say this. As parents, we all gotta start stepping up to the plate. We just got to. It's our duty. We gotta start stepping up to the plate, man. And honestly, just with as brief and as quick as I could say it, because we got to get out of here, man. To the parents of the world, never be afraid to show your kid you care. All right? Never be afraid to show your kids you care, because you never know. That's might all they be looking for is for you to show that you care. And maybe they just might care. But man, it's your boy Tornado the Riddler, man, whole CEO and founder of Tornado Straight Reality Convo, what we give to you straight, no chasing. As y'all see, we just gave it to you straight, no chasing. I appreciate both of my tribal brothers being here, man. I love y'all to the moon and back, straight up. Perfect peace to both of you bros. Shout out to the chat, you know what I'm saying? From V to Lawton to Miss Foxy to T Lady to whoever else was in here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all greatly appreciate it, man. Thank y'all. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like the video, man. If you like what we talk about, like the video. Let me see them likes go up. Share the video to some people. You see what I'm saying? Let's get the conversation started. If y'all want to come on stream, let me know. We'll get y'all up here. As y'all see, you ain't got to have your camera on. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your
Yeah,
camera on.
some of us
And see,
fail at camera.
it's all about unity. You see what I'm saying? It's all about unity, man. No matter what, we gonna get it done. You feel me? Appreciate you. Great topic and wonderful panel. Thank you, V. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Love. But man, until next time, man, we see y'all again, man. We holler back. It's your boy Tornado the Riddler. Straight reality convo. Get with